Think you found him.
Man's ready to fight always.
Always.
Stay ready, bro.
Stay ready, don't gotta get ready.
All right.
There you go. You ain't gotta be laughing when he accomplishes his goal.
Well, this guy's not giving him an easy time.
No, not at all. There it is. Now you have a friend for life.
Shut up and fly straight.
It worked. Shut up and fly straight. Okay.
You got it, Dad. There you go. You got the hang of it now.
Shut up, man. Damn.
He's so salty. Now you can fly with your future wife.
Just the humanisms.
Yep. I mean, you're flying. Come on. So dope.
Discussing flight techniques with the boys. Jeez, bro.
That's insane.
Look at that.
I know.
Like that had to be constructed.
Mm-hmm.
That had to be, bro. You see all those, how it is?
Yeah.
If not, then just some really cool nature. Nice. Aim was true.
Mm-hmm. Call him Legolas too. There you go. Yep. Yep. Watch it.
That's Big Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Qui-Gon said, there's always a bigger fish.
Always.
Bro, after you got out of that, how could you not laugh?
Yeah. Like, how the hell did we do that?
Writer of Last Shadow.
Mm.
You wrote this?
It's like playing Sims and then having to go back to the road.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to go back here either. Like, they're like the whole thing is so cool, man. You literally only had this opportunity by chance, too.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't gotten lost in the woods, have you?
Shuttle tonight. I'm a man of my word.
You ain't going.
I gotta finish this.
Yeah, he's not going.
Well, then you better get it done, Corporal.
Why do I feel like he doesn't want to, like, negotiate? He just wants to fight.
It's always people like that.
Like, why are you pissed off about that? Like, he's trying to do what you want him to do.
Bro, that is so pretty.
That every person is born twice. The second
Their
time
bond is crazy.
is when you earn your place among the people.
Oh.
That's what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
The visual, like,
Right?
all connected, all one.
Yeah.
Like, we're all one people, bro. Like,
Yeah. Even this is so pretty.
no, no.
Man, this movie.
I'll never get
bro.
tired of it.
It's like the deep sea meets the earth.
Mm.
I can hear them.
Ninat is the best singer.
I
I'm
don't
so sad when she says that.
want her.
But she's not you.
I've already chosen.
She already has.
Thought you were accounted for, though.
Freak that man's. That's what she said.
Literally. Like, come on. Their bonds, like...
They spent like 3 months together, bro.
Yeah. But now they make... That's a...
Uh-oh.
They're about to make that connection?
Uh-oh.
Like, come on. It's a wrap.
Uh-oh.
It's over. That's endgame right there, man.
Talk about really connecting to someone.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It was such a pretty scene.
Yeah, just like with the... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What the hell are you doing, Jake?
You're in love.
When he's a Navi, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Uh-oh. 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 What's going on? What's happening? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He needs to get in. He needs to go. He needs to go. Oh no!
His feet are crippled.
Let him go! Let him go! Let him go! No! Oh Jesus. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Bro, I knew they were not finna wait for negotiations. Oh my god. Hurry up.
Is this true?
We are mated before Ewa. It is done.
I am not your enemy! The enemy is out there, and they are very powerful.
Connections to the trees around it. And there are 10 to the 12th trees on Pandora.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a lot, I'm guessing.
It's more connections than the human brain. Get it? The one you just destroyed.
Yep.
Yes.
They don't care.
What the hell have you people been smoking out there?
Yeah. I just think
They're
that's
just
crazy, man.
goddamn trees.
Some people are just purebred a-holes.
Come on, man. They're really destroying our home.
Even wanted us to succeed. They bulldozed
No,
to
they
save the
didn't.
site on purpose.
Then you're justified in taking it.
Quaritch is rolling
Yep.
the gunshift. He's gonna hit home tree.
That girl a real one, though.
Huh?
That girl's a real one, though.
Yep.
These are people you're about to...
No,
Don't touch her.
Fly-bitten
Come on.
savages that live in a tree.
Babies. Are you going to kill children?
Colonialism
Ton of blood in your hands.
mentality.
Believe me.
Mm-hmm.
Are you certain of this?
Yes.
But they sent me here to learn your ways. I fell in love with the forest, and with the Kaya people. With you.
She looks so betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
With you. With you.
I trusted you.
Trust me now, please.
You not be your happy. You will never be one of the people.
He's just over here drinking a cup of coffee, man.
Yep. Not gonna do nothing against those,
No.
man.
They don't know that. Bro.
Hmm.
I hate humans. Bro, all of this just out of greed.
Hmm.
There's literally nothing they can do to stop that.
Huh?
There's literally nothing they can do to stop that. Bro.
What's done is done, bro.
Sign up for this shit.
Yes! Thank you! Bro, honestly, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yep.
Literally.
While he's drinking his coffee.
Man. It's just pissing me off. No.
They do all that and then just go home.
Literally. It's like, freak them.
Never come back.
Bro, they probably would have did it sooner if it wasn't for him.
But they don't care. She just feels betrayed.
I know. I get it. Yes, my dude. Man.
Called her mother.
Only that crew that was actually trying to protect them, man.
Let me see that.
Yes.
Down.
Trudy.
All the way down.
Yes.
You know what that is. Sit your butt down.
Bro, I love her.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see much of her, but go. Let's go.
Bro, honestly though, man's a G for going out there without his mask on, bro. Man's this holding his breath or some crap. He just had to prove he was tough.
Yep.
And I don't need this. What you bringing to me?
What? Oh no.
You good?
This is gonna ruin my whole day.
Brace his head.
Ouch.
Big baby.
I was gonna have to take it to a whole new level.
Yep. At least you still have that bond.
Sometimes your whole life boils.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's okay. It's all good. That's my dude.
Mm-hmm. Man, roll up in the big whip.
He had to take it a step
Had to
up.
pull up with the smoke.
I mean, how can you not trust someone after that?
I mean, Taruk Maktal.
Yeah.
You pull up a big boy, it's over.
Fly with you.
Development.
Right?
My friend is dying.
That's big, man.
Welcome to Cosmic Binks, where you find full movie reactions on Patreon. Things not exclusively and not limited to, but the X-Men franchise, also the Batman franchise, and upcoming will be various other franchises, Lord of the Rings, Indiana Jones, Fast and Furious, maybe, you name it. Things she hasn't seen. Definitely make sure to check out Cosmic Binks Patreon down below.
How big they are in comparison to humans. It's still crazy.
Need to take some samples.
Let's work about getting you well first. She just looks so tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Is it working? Did it work? Whoa. Whoa.
Grace. Grace.
It was not enough time. She is with Ewa now.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, he's the new chief.
Yeah.
I like that though. Like he's like
Respect.
the respect, you know? Like the chills.
calls to them. Whatever they want.
Yes.
And that this is our land.
That's right.
Honestly, man, I would say Freak being a sky person too.
Yeah.
Like,
After all that,
let me be a knob. Look how pretty this is, bro. They're gathering everybody from all over the planet.
I saw that there's so many different kinds of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's just it's like so full circle because the last Torok Makto did this.
Yeah.
Exact same thing, like uniting them together.
No, they need to be one to fight them, man. They need to be one to fight them.
Had to get the fit change real quick.
Bro, this is like truly who he is.
Everyone.
But you were the terror
It's
to
crazy
begin
they're
with.
programming the soldiers to view it that way.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. I gotta go.
Yeah, they really needed him to stay back.
We're screwed.
He's not gonna let that happen, man.
Nope. Trees have life. It's all good.
I need to give you a heads up.
Trees have life too. You can talk to trees. It's not as weird as people think it is. You know he doesn't want to do it. Huh?
Yeah, but I mean, he also wants his money, so.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to have to. He's his conscience is getting the better of him right now.
Well, this guy doesn't have a conscience, so.
Papa Dragon. I want this mission.
He did not call himself Papa Joe.
I want to be home for dinner.
Anyways.
Bro, I never hated humans more. And when I watched this movie.
Alright.
All call signs.
Yo, you know who used a suit maker in Daredevil, by the way? Remember the one that was made his suit? The
Yeah.
big, yeah, that was that army guy. One with the bald head.
Yeah. Mad explosives, man.
Right?
Hell yeah, I don't know what's about to come. Let's get him, boys. Damn. Yeah, it's my dude. Bro, it's literally the same logic. They think there's nothing, like there's no prey, so they don't look up.
Brother, I'm gonna punch a hole. You follow me through.
That's what he just calls him brother now.
Yeah.
Jeez. You realize how I didn't realize how much bigger I forgot how much bigger that thing was than the actual helicopter things.
Those things are huge, man.
Oh yeah, the
We're
arrows are
looking at
huge
them
too, yeah.
in comparison.
The arrows are huge too. I keep forgetting how big those things are.
Ew. No.
I
They're just whipping them. That's great, man. Y'all ain't destroying nothing.
Jesus. Yeah, they got their own air support.
The
wardrobe, yeah. She can't be blue, but at least she could dress the part, right?
Yeah. Oh, they painted her thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love her. Oh.
I just noticed she painted the helicopter too.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize that. I saw she did it on her skin, like the marks on her face.
Yeah. Bro, tell me how this is a fair fight, though.
Nope.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nah, man. I'm just trying to process.
What'd you say?
No, I said okay. Oh. Bro, this fight is not fair.
On target 2 minutes.
Valkyrie 1-6, you are cleared in.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot about them. Yeah, please continue to piss them off. You're doing a great job.
Jeez. Ooh.
Oh, y'all done. I'm sorry. You're really done.
Back up, baby. Damn.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, they're getting milli whopped now.
They're your robo dogs.
They're robo rats?
Robo rats. They're more like dogs.
Oh, there's a big boy. Oh. Friend.
It's like, we'll fight another day, but today we're friends.
Oh, y'all done. Done. Got good old Jakey boy here now.
Uh-oh. And that's how you clear a bee.
Oh, now that's how you clear a bitch.
That's how you clear a bee. Oh.
You're done. Oh.
To mess you up either way.
Oh my gosh, man. It's a little bit more graceful than the first time, though.
Yeah. Nice recovery.
Mm-hmm. Bro, this dude does not know when to give up. Bro.
Bro, he trained a good majority of his life for one thing. And that's this.
Not happening.
Yeah, he did that gun thing before. He didn't like it.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ooh. Come on, Robo Rat, let's go.
Come on, come to Papa.
Come on. Ooh.
Shee.
Yeah, y'all can't breathe in this. Of course you got a mask in there.
You know they gotta have a spare. Ooh. Barely missed him by a little bit.
Literally a tiny bit. No, 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 no. Let's get it, get it.
Yeah. Add one more for good measure. Want to add another one?
Come on, one more.
One more will seal the deal.
Oh. She gave you mercy.
Nah, it's already over, bro. The toxin and the arrows.
Put the mask on him, put the mask on him.
If this scene wasn't a theatrical.
We were brothers. And he was my last shadow.
Okay, I'm about tears again.
I know. Okay, me too.
Right?
Ooh.
First teaser.
So pretty.
And there's also this website, I've been going on to this website for years. Okay. There's a game coming out.
Dope.
2022. I'll show you that later.
Yeah.
The actual trailer. I'm just loading it up.
Dope.
Let's just load this up in a different thing. But there's a bunch of weird like stuff that hasn't been like okay, like for example, like this website, the website has like everything. Like they have a bunch of like comic book stuff. Like
they do comic books?
Yeah, with Dark Horse. They did a couple, they expanded the lore like crazy. Like they expanded some of the storylines between like Jake and Natiri. And like some other introducing like some new characters that may potentially show up in the movies.
Movies?
There's right now 4 or 5 planned in total. So, which is what I was getting to is they released first looks already. James Cameron, they've been working on this. He announced it back in like 2010. I remember waiting for this movie. Everyone was waiting for it for so long. They've been developing it for so long.
That's crazy.
They already finished the second one. And the third one is 95% done. Scheduled.
Wait, third one is 95%?
Scheduled to release in 2024. And then they're working on the 4th film as well right after that. So, and there you see that?
Adopted human son.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up. Like,
we got a lot going on.
There's a lot, but there's also, because he announced it in this thing. Because obviously he was with Arnold Schwarzenegger, because he directed Terminator. But on Instagram, the producer was posting like a bunch of
I'm getting so much information thrown at me right now.
Yeah, I know. The producer was posting a bunch of stuff. They made a 900,000 gallon tank of water.
Jeez.
And they're doing mocap. But because this came up, I'm just gonna show it to you because I have no idea. But
what's that?
Look who that is.
What is that?
You not see?
I can't tell. What is that?
You really cannot tell who Ripley is.
Oh! Wait, what?
Right? Yeah, I know.
Wait, what?
Exactly. I don't know. But this was posted on his Instagram like a while ago in 2020. That's her on the water doing some stunts.
Huh?
Yeah, huh?
How?
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the whole gang. So Kate Winslet is in it.
Okay.
This guy, I forgot his name. He was in a lot of stuff, man. He was in the Avatar Last Airbender movie, ironically. As Zuko's dad. But you've seen him in other stuff, and obviously Zoe Saldana and Sam Worthington.
Yeah.
This is like from 2020. So the producer was like posting a bunch of like behind the scenes stuff on his Instagram.
That's dope.
Which for some reason it won't let me. Okay, it will let me. Yeah. And like there's Spider, who's a character, and then it won't let me see. But these characters, a whole bunch of behind the scenes stuff for James Cameron.
Jeez.
Yeah, they've been working tirelessly on like expanding the lore, and they're like talking about how like the second one, 4 and 5 are also in the works.
Bro, after seeing this, I'm already excited.
Yeah,
Avatar 2 slated to hit in
December this year. That's why I suggested you react to it.
Okay, I'm hyped now because this was amazing. I'm so into this.
All right, so before we talk more about that stuff, let me hear all of your thoughts on your review and everything, because that's what the people are here for.
You know, more than anybody, it is hard to make me cry at movies. That one scene that I know you said isn't in the theatrical, but it was like a deleted scene or whatever. Yeah. That made me cry. I had multiple moments where I almost cried. So, take that as you will. But, my God, this movie was beautiful. Jeez, why have I not watched this? What is wrong with me?
Why do you keep talking? Keep talking. I gotta grab my thing. I gotta grab my cover.
Oh,
good.
I feel like I've neglected this movie for so long, because I know everyone in their mother is like, oh, like Avatar is like the best movie ever made, and you know everyone always goes crazy over it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. But
Why do you think I own this? Okay.
I understand.
Why do you think?
I understand.
I don't know if you want to grab. You can show people here. Why do you think this box set? I always struggle opening.
That is so dope.
Right? I think they have enough light from the front of us. That's for you.
Oh.
They have the light right there.
I forgot that it was there.
No, that's so you can see the details more.
Yeah.
That's why I gave it to you so you could. 2 more times? Yeah.
That's really dope.
They like all of the covers themselves have like.
That's super dope.
So. Oh. And they even have like all of the behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's so sick.
Right? So I got this years ago. Years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
Like this has been my movie. The amount of times I've just plopped this in just to watch.
I understand why. Well.
And I've been trying to watch it. Oh yeah, the back. I didn't show you the back.
Mm.
And I've been trying to like have it on the background, but I'm like, man, I can't play it
just
yet
in
because
case I come in.
Yeah, just in case you walk in the room. It's like I don't want to spoil it for you.
No, I understand the hype now, man. I really do. I'm like, I don't know if it's like overhyped because like standards and stuff, but it's definitely not overhyped. Honestly, this was amazing.
There's a lot of like white savior tropes in this a little bit, which have been like discussion amongst people for a long time, whether that was the case or not. Regardless of that, because it's like like the white savior tropes, like the white soldier dude goes in and saves the indigenous people from his own kind and stuff like that. We've seen that a lot in a lot of movies, that kind of concept happen. But taking that out of it though, like overall the film as a whole on so many levels is still a great film.
Yeah.
Like, it's still a great movie. And like the way I like to interpret it was that yes, even though it's kind of like the white savior in a way, I feel like he got to a point where he didn't even care about even being human, period.
Yeah.
Like not even so much about what he looks like.
I kind of saw it too, that he eventually realized like this is who I really am, is who I really want to be.
Yeah. Like I'm willing to get rid of my what makes me human to become these people. Yeah. In a way. Like this is not even him like trying to be a different race. Like this is him trying to be a different kind of being altogether. Different species. Different being. Yeah. Like and species, but like different being, period. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just insane to think about. Like I don't know, years like growing up, like watching these movies, I'd always ask myself the question, like, would I do this? Like, I kind of like being human, but I also kind of hate it sometimes. Yeah.
I don't think he would ever really know, especially because in his situation too, with one, he's being disabled, like he is disabled. Yeah. And that's obviously a big struggle for him. And though he's trying to do as much as he can and be as independent as he can, but obviously there's some hardships in the way. And then getting thrown into this, which he's like, okay, well, I guess. And, now it's like, oh, there's so many things. Like, there's so many more things to life than being human. There's so many more things to see, so many more things to do. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would take it just because I'm not in that moment. But, you never know, man. Especially when you have that, like, deep connection with Neytiri too.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes would pass obviously being human. So there's a lot of things that like really went into his decision to overall not be human anymore.
Well, if I met Neytiri too, then free being human. I feel like everybody would say that. Like, if you have that type of bond with someone like that, in a whole different world, a whole different like.
Love is strong, man.
Love is strong, bro.
One
like
of the strongest forces in the universe.
like human who? I don't even know what you talking about. Human where? You see a human here? Hey Ben, the one Navi that's just named Ben. Ben, you see a human? My name's not Ben, dude. Oh, but yeah. See, but yeah, but no, yeah, no. Good.
But yeah, no.
Thoughts,
yeah, no. I just liked the message overall, and like it just really made me hate humans. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of us in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I deal because there's no other species around besides animals, and I unfortunately cannot communicate with animals, so might be a lonely life. But
it's not true. We can communicate with animals. We communicate with animals all the time.
But I don't understand what they're saying.
No, but communication doesn't have to.
Yell at me, though.
But communication doesn't have to be spoken word, though.
No, but I feel
it could
like
be gestures, like emotive actions. Like
I feel like after a while it would get lonely.
Well, I mean,
if you don't have like an intelligent conversation,
I mean,
unless I can somehow learn cat or something.
Tell that to Tom Hanks and freaking Castaway.
Never seen it.
You haven't seen that one either?
Nope.
Reaction then. I ain't gonna spoil.
I know there's a volleyball.
Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna spoil it.
That's all I know. It's like Wilson or something like that. That's
Bro, that movie broke me in so many ways. Like, all I'll say is that we watched it because you know, like the one day you just walk in the class that you hate the most, and you just see the TV stand with the TV or the projector, and it's set up. You already know it's about to be a good period.
You know what's so funny too? I had the same experience with another Tom Hanks movie.
Was it Forrest Gump?
It was Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time I saw that movie too.
Well, for us that time specifically, it was Castaway, and the teacher was going to be away for like 2 or 3 days. So we ended up, obviously it was like a 45-minute, 50-minute period.
Yeah.
So we had to watch it and then pause it, and then the next day we would finish the rest of the movie.
Right, who wrote down the time?
Yeah, who wrote down the time? So then we watched Castaway in there, and everybody was actually surprisingly just watching the movie, bro.
Yeah.
But
because that's what makes it fun. It's actually like a good movie when they play, and not just like, oh, we're gonna watch Finding Nemo for the 15 millionth time.
Hey, look, I'm saying Castaway, Canada becoming one of my favorite movies. Yeah. So, but anyways, back to Avatar. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just excited for the next one now.
Yeah, keep the review going, man.
Trying to think what else to say, because
all right,
I have a lot to process because we had to stop a couple times in between for technical difficulties and. On cue. No, what were we saying?
No. I was just letting you do your thing, your overall experience with the movie.
You were asking something. You were in the middle of it.
Oh no, I don't even remember. So you can go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to break it down in my head because it's a lot of story, a lot of development, even on not even Jake's side, but Neytiri's side too. You know, she like was very indifferent about him in the beginning. Because, you know, I don't know why I'm saving you, but I am, basically. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, well, her saving him, she didn't know why, but she knew why she had to save him.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, did you catch that whole reason why she didn't pull the arrow?
Yeah. Did I not?
No. I was just trying to understand what you mean by, like, she didn't understand.
Well, I'm saying, like, she didn't want to, like, bring him along in the beginning, and, you know, it was just kind of like, you know, one and done, bye. But then, you know, he kept, you know, following, and, you know, obviously that turned into something at the end, but I'm just saying their relationship wasn't there from the beginning. Like, the regular kind of trope, like, you know, love at first sight.
Oh, yeah. It was, I mean, I feel like it was definitely some type of attraction at first sight, though.
Definitely, I wouldn't say like attraction, but like at least visually, or is that what I'm trying to say? Visually?
What, physically?
Physically, thank you. Jesus. I don't think it was like a physical thing. It was like, I feel like it was like I'm kind of drawn to you, and I don't know why I am.
It was definitely physical for Sully.
Well, for him, I'm saying from Natiri's point of view.
It was definitely physical for Sully.
Dude, as soon as he saw her, he's like, I'm making her my wife. That's it. Don't be a human. Freak them.
It's like, I don't know how this is gonna happen, but it's gonna happen.
We're gonna make it happen. And apparently, we're adopting a human son. So
Yeah, right.
I don't know where the hell that's coming from, but anyways.
One of the theories that I've seen kind of thrown around, and like, I think they might have talked about it, like I believe they have talked about it before, like the basic plot for what to expect.
Okay.
Like going forward, and I think one of the things they talked about was maybe the fact that that the humans are gonna come back for revenge. Because them shareholders are not going to be happy.
Well, no, absolutely.
About what happened. Like, we still have those. Yeah, you see?
All the way up to 2028.
2028,
every
bro.
2 years, man.
Yeah.
We got a lot to look forward to in these next 6 years.
They already have these two pretty much filmed. This one's done. This one
like
is 95% done. And these ones, they're going to be working on filming those. But the good thing is that he has a clear... Like, what I love about sequels like this is, like, what people experience with The Lord of the Rings. Like, they already had the story planned out, and they were already filming, like, they already filmed, like, I think the first 2 movies beforehand. Before they even released it. So...
Yeah.
You know...
It's just a, you know, continuation and pick up, and you know where the story starts and where it ends.
And shoot, and I'll say, like, Zoe Saldana and Sam Worthington, they've been busy, bro. They've been busy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, filming all these movies, like
those, yeah.
Like filming this and doing their other stuff, like especially Zoe Saldana doing like all the other projects she's been doing.
Man.
Like,
she's in literally everything.
She got a lot going on.
I don't know what's his name.
Sam Worthington.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah, because he hasn't been in anything else really.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in some other things. He was in Clash of the Titans and another one of the Greek mythology movies that I actually really did like.
Never seen it, so.
Yeah, that's kind of when, like, he was kind of like the Jeremy Renner, Matt Damon at the time. Like, you know when Jeremy Renner was, like, popping? He was in everything. Yeah. And then, like, Matt Damon was popping. Like, he was in everything. Yeah. So on and so forth. Like, George Clooney, all that stuff. Like, you would never even have to see a George Clooney movie just to know that his name was being, like, all over the place. It was like that with Sam. Like, he was in a bunch of other movies. But I feel like just because he's been so busy with this project.
Oh, yeah. This takes a lot, especially if they're trying to make it, like, you know, 3 hours almost, like this one. And,
oh, yeah. I mean, let's see what they do with the theatrical, too, though.
Yeah.
Because No, go ahead, sorry.
No, I have to look this up because the director or whatever, I've been trying to figure out who he is the whole movie.
James Cameron?
No,
Who?
In the movies.
Oh. Yeah, he was in a bunch of... You mean you're talking about the guy who was running the...
Yeah.
The program.
Yeah. Yeah, where is he from? I feel like I know him from something like super specific, bro. Was it Saving Private Ryan I knew him from? Maybe? See how I meant? I don't know, man. I've seen his face other places.
Yeah, he was in a. I think he was. Damn, there was one specific thing that I know. What was his name?
Giovanni something?
Joel?
Giovanni something?
Ribisi?
Yeah.
I know I've seen him in some other
He was
stuff
in
too.
Ted. I've never seen Ted. But...
I've seen Ted. Sneaky Pete, I've seen that. I've never seen it, but I've seen him around that. Yeah, I don't know what else. I know I've seen his face.
Yeah.
In a lot
Unless
of things.
he has like a twin brother or something that was in other stuff. I feel like he was on a Disney show or something.
No.
Yeah,
Not according to this.
I looked through it. Unless he has like a twin brother. Because he looked like he was on like... My memory is placing him in a Disney show, but I can't think of...
He has sisters. So...
I don't know, man.
He has sisters.
So y'all, if you know what we're talking about, please let me know, because this is going to drive me crazy that I can't figure
He might have also just been in like small roles or other shows. It's like,
yeah,
like an extra or like a supporting character in like New Girl or something.
Not like, you know, as like a straight role to be credited for. But it's driving me nuts that I can't think of where I've seen this man. I'm pretty sure it was Disney. He's got a Disney face.
He might have been like a cashier or something. I don't know, man. Like something.
I don't know. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about. But
yeah, I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Trying to think what else. I don't know if you have anything else.
I mean, I have a lot to say. I'm just
yeah,
letting you do your thing, you know.
I can't like process this whole movie. Like I know I'm gonna have like a ton to talk about later on when I'm like, oh, this point too. Yeah, the pilot, she's a BAMF. I don't know her name, but she was dope. I think they said it was like Trudy or something.
Yeah, I don't even remember her character.
Yeah, I don't remember, but she was dope as hell. Obviously Sigourney Weaver's character, was it Grace?
Grace, yeah.
Yes. Sigourney kills it and everything.
I have no idea how she's coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if there's like some weird technology or something, or I don't think it would be a prequel.
No, because
that wouldn't make sense.
No, because she didn't even get to go past some areas in the school.
Yeah.
Like they came to her. Like she didn't even get to go to like a lot of their areas. So
yeah.
And she's underwater there, so I doubt they were just swimming underwater with her.
Yeah.
When they barely even trusted her to begin with.
I don't know if because they have the scientist with them. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to do something. Like...
I will say, well, she died. Her human body died. So the only thing I can think of is that maybe decided to re-release her, but we never actually seen them like bury her. So it's quite possible that it could have just been like a latent reaction.
Yeah, because they still have her DNA. Because they needed it to create her avatar.
Yeah, but her consciousness is that's what's more important.
Yes.
Because her avatar is not dead.
I don't know if they can do something with that. Like I don't know, but obviously she's coming back, so
yeah, no, it's kind of like a consciousness, like they're transferring from one mind into another body.
Yeah. And
transferring the soul to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting.
I'm just trying to figure that out, but I guess we'll see when it comes out. Mm-hmm. Unless, like I said, it is a prequel, but that wouldn't make sense, like you said.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's like a vision sequence. Maybe they're like envisioning what she would have been like if she was alive. Like, oh man, Grace would have loved to see this. Yeah. And then like just imagining her like swimming in the pool or the ocean or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not
like
sure.
It could have been something like that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
This movie
it's gonna boggle me.
Trying to see if it's still holding its spot. I know No Way Home made its way up there.
Yeah.
But
didn't Endgame pass it at one point too?
Yeah. All time. Let me see if it's still up there. Nope, it made its way back up.
It's back up?
Yep, made its way back up. Back at number one. 2.8 billion.
Damn.
Then Avengers Endgame is next. Titanic, The Force Awakens, and then Infinity War, No Way Home. So that is updated as of March 22nd, as of today. Yep, IMDb Pro. So this is verified. Yep, it's still in the top. It's still number one.
That's crazy. That
Top grossing
especially
film.
that can hold it for that long. And that's how you know you got a good movie on your hands.
Furious 7 is number 10. Yeah, that's interesting. It's interesting that these movies, it's crazy. These movies, and Titanic too. Let's talk about that. Like, that's still number 3.
Really?
Yeah, Titanic is number 3.
I've only seen that movie once.
I've seen it maybe a good 2 times.
Well, if that we're talking like that, I've seen it 1.5 times because I fell asleep the first time.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I gotta watch it again. I might have not given it the best shot the first time.
Reaction.
I don't remember too much of that movie, so.
Kate Winslet is my person, so I'm ready.
Oh, I know. I know. You're in love with Kate Winslet.
Hey.
Anything she's in, you're like, we are watching.
There's something else that she was in recently that I couldn't watch that was advertised on Amazon, but neither here nor there.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, what was I saying before that? I was saying something before you brought that up, and then I forgot what I was saying.
We were just I think we were talking about Grace, and then we were talking about like.
Yeah.
Then I just brought back up that the film was like number 1 grossing.
I forgot my train of thought.
There's a lot of things to talk about, like visually and like the world building and the construction of that, and like
we were
the
talking
language.
about that like during the movie too. And like the language is really beautiful. I really like it. I want to learn it, but I know I'm not gonna have time to learn it.
You gotta finish learning the other thing you were trying to learn.
Yeah. I'm trying to find time to learn new languages. It's not the easiest. So eventually.
You don't have time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier to learn new languages when you're younger.
Oh yeah. Especially.
Your myelin is a lot more stronger when you're younger.
Why do you keep bringing that up?
Because myelin is a huge part.
What is myelin?
I told you about myelin.
No, you did not.
Yeah, myelin is a fiber within your synapses that allows you to program yourself, basically.
Yeah, tell me about that.
In the book that I have to read for the dojo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the like adults lose more myelin the older you get. So that's why it's harder for you to learn things as you're older. When you're younger, you have more myelin. And when you have more myelin, it allows you to, like, especially with like deliberate, intentional, focused. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, this is off topic, but if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, read the book called what's wrong with me, man? I'm gonna forget the book. See my myelin. Read the book called what's wrong with me? The Talent Code. Sheesh.
Oh, okay.
Read the Talent Code. My lord. That'll talk more about it. But yeah, that's why I kept bringing it up in the reaction all the time. Like the more you practice something in repetition, and intentional, and also doing it super slow. You know, like.
Well, he was also pumping it in, like whenever he could. You know, when he was with her, when he was, you know, back as himself or as, you know, his human self.
Oh yeah.
It was just a constant influx of language, you know, intermingling and all that stuff. And yeah, at the end too, the fact that he's now like the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was like really interesting because I'm like, that dude, I forgot his name, but he never would have did that in the beginning.
Nah.
Never in a million years. But
but he inherited Big Boy.
Yeah, but it just shows like the shift. And even after he inherited
when he became Turok Makto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was like, Jake was still like, okay, brother, you know, what do you want to do? You know, I'm still respecting you as like the leader, right?
Yeah, because he knows he's not a leader. Nor does he want to be a leader.
Yeah.
He's a soldier. He was nothing but a soldier, like, for as long as he was. And it's like, why, you know, try to be more than what you are in that moment. Respect the people that are in charge, you know, kind of thing.
Right.
Like, you know.
But no, I just like the relationship shift, and that obviously changed everything at the end too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Bro, that scene was like so emotional.
I know, it got us.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the Avatar car that Mercedes Benz cooked up.
Oh, I didn't even know they did a car. That's cool.
Yeah, they cooked up. It's a concept car though. It's not completely. It's not like really operational, but they have videos and like stuff like that.
That's cool.
So I mean, it's like it's really not cool. Really fully operational to work on the road.
Right.
You know, as you see, it's a road test.
Yeah.
But
just
like,
pretty though.
Right? Shoot, imagine getting it road ready for. Oh, well, we're not watching that now. But like, imagine getting it road ready in time for the movie.
Right.
Premiere. That'd be dope.
No, like call the startup crew.
The start. Yeah. Right.
Get them on it.
Right. I was literally thinking the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up unless you have anything else to say.
No. I mean, I got a lot to say, but you know, the video's kind of long, so I don't want to prolong it. You know, there's a lot I could say, but
there's a lot of like little detail things that we could keep going over.
Yeah.
But I'm blanking, guys. To be honest, it's been a long day. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here. Make sure you guys go check out Matthew's channel. Link will be in the description below. And yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe if you like what you see. Comment down below what your favorite part of the movie was. And if you want to see the full reaction, make sure to head on over to Patreon. Link will also be in the description below. But that's it for us. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!